Hi guys, welcome. Okay, I'm back for the final live stream of the day. Um, everybody's sleeping, so see if I can get through this. Let's see. Okay, Afia, when do you see me getting pregnant? It's possible. It's possible as soon as this fall. I would say as early as September, and the longest that it could take would be in 9 months from now. Nine of spades. Spades would be sometime in the fall, most likely September. If not, it would be in 9 months from now. But you got to choose that. Um, Free will can change that. So it may be a good time, but if you choose not to, then you won't. So it's like free play comes into this, which can be a little bit frustrating, but we have free will here in this dimension. RZ, does Allie miss me or has he given up on me? No, I think he misses you. Adriana, what's he going to be doing to get me? No, I always do the super chats first. I'm not doing anything on purpose. The people that are sending in super chats always skip the line. It's been like that since day one. What's he going to be doing to get me? He's going to be not holding himself back. He's going to be letting you know how he feels. Or he may not be so vocal about it. It may be something like he's just showing you, like calling a lot, hanging out around you a lot, showing up a lot, that kind of thing. You got the Lover's card here. It's going to be a good connection. Talia, why did I feel a shift in my energy? Did you shift like down? Because that's how I went. I don't know. I felt like the energy got real heavy this afternoon. Maybe it was this afternoon. Well, it's actually the opposite's happening for you. So you got happiness coming in. Not going to be holding yourself back, and you're about to embark on a transformation. Whatever it is that shifted, it should, if it's for the worse, it should shift back for the better when the Sun card comes out and when the Death card shows up. Let me know if you've shifted down. Oh, okay, that's good, good. So then that's what the Sun is showing. Good, so you came out of that, good. Because you got happiness coming in and a big transformation, which is nice. Adriana, I don't see the question, so let me just do T vet so I don't lose my spot. General. Okay, you are walking away from things that no longer serve you, which it may not be the easiest road. Like there may be arguments, somebody may be giving you a hard time about moving on, but you're not holding yourself back. You're done. You're moving forward. You have the Hermit here, which could be taking time to, sit and think about what it is that you want in the future, and you have good luck on your side. You also have a lot of respect coming in. Six of Pentacles is usually a work relationship, but if it doesn't have to be. It usually is, but it doesn't have to be. Either way, it would be feeling much more respected. Temperance card, balance, patience, serenity, peace, and the 10 of Cups will be full. So you're heading in the right direction. There may be some bumps along the road, but you're definitely heading in the right direction. Mimi, question below. Laurie, let me just do CC because I don't want to lose my spot. Will Em and I hang out when I visit PA? Will Em and I hang out? Yeah, I think you will. Adriana, I dreamt of him and he was apologizing. I was shocked because it was a vivid dream. Why did I dream that? Well, well, there's a combination of things that are going on here. So there is love between the two of you, but there is arguments. There's also some indecision. At the end of the day, he comes back. So whether he apologizes outright or you guys work things out somehow, I think there is going to be some kind of a reconciliation. You know, sometimes people have a hard time saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong. Like it's really hard for a lot of people. He may dance around it somehow, but either way, you kind of get to that point, and he's not holding himself back. Funny because, you know, I have a hard time with dreams, and I say it all the time. Sometimes I think it's just your subconscious working out things that are happening in your day life, you know, day-to-day life. And other times I feel like there may be messages. It was really interesting. The other day I had a very vivid dream, and it had a lot of images in it. Like there was fire in it. It wasn't dangerous fire. It was like there was fire in the fireplace, but then there were like two like little cauldrons that had fire in them, which to me isn't funny because it was in my grandmother's house, and my grandparents had like tons of antiques, and they actually did have these cauldrons in their house. So it was not a foreign kind of a scene. And there was a lot of images. Like I was using the thing to blow the fire out. I don't know. I do think that things are changing for the better. I think we are all shifting for the better. I think a lot of us are moving into higher consciousness. And I think that the problem is like some people aren't coming with us. Like some people are very stuck in their belief systems. And I think that those people that are more raising their frequency, raising their consciousness, are moving forward quicker. And I think that the dreams and that kind of stuff may start to happen faster too. But like I said, I'm kind of on the fence with the dreams. You know, because then you have these bizarre dreams. You know, my father and I have the same reoccurring dream, that whether it's a boat, a roller coaster, a car, a bus, going up a hill so high that you can't see the top of it and feeling like you're going to slide back. What does that mean? I have that dream all the time, and so does my dad. Really weird. I think I got to do Mimi, right? Yeah, Mimi. What was my dream trying to tell me last night about Jasmine the Taurus? She held me crying. Okay, let's see. She's either having a tower moment or she will be having a tower moment. She's also holding herself back, and she's got decisions to make. She may be going through a rough time now, or she will be going through a rough time, and that's what you're picking up on. But like I said, what the hell is this thing? Oh, I don't know what it is. But, you know, like, I can't tell, I don't want to tell everyone that their dreams are prophetic because I don't believe that. I myself personally have only had a handful of prophetic dreams. And there weren't even anything that was like, well, life-changing it was. I got this place. I mean, I moved. That was life-changing. But I don't know. It wasn't anything like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think that she's going to be going through a hard time. That's what it is. And she may be telling you, or you may be picking that up. L, will I get the SB money? Yes, you will get the money. 2, will I get the other payment that they're missing? Okay. Bless you. The other payment, it may be harder to get. The first one, the answer came up yes, fast. The second one, I only got 33%. But that also could mean, though, that it may take longer. You may not get it for a while. It might not be that it's so much harder as it takes longer time for you to get it. Emma, was it a come on when Emma dressed me as hi, beautiful woman? Yes, it was. Yep. Beautiful one. When will I receive the money that I've been expecting? September. You should get it in September. Mariana, general for the week. Got money coming in. You got money coming in this week. You may be feeling weak or regretful about a third-party situation that may be around. You also may be feeling a little bit unsuccessful. You may decide to take some time away alone, and that does you good and you feel much better. You may also be embarking on a new journey or doing something out of the blue, spontaneous. Al, by what time do you see me getting the car? By what time do you see me getting the car? Now, this is the third time tonight that I've picked the 9 of spades. I would say September. If September is too far off, then it could be within 9 days or 9 weeks, or it could be on July 9th. But that's weird because I've shuffled the cards every time, and I keep pulling the 9 of spades. Very strange. Mariana, boyfriend's energies towards me. The energy right now is it's a little bit stagnant. I don't know if there's jealousy around the situation. There could be a third party around the situation, and also like doing a lot of thinking. Hermit in upright is not bad. It's like taking time to figure out what I want, like thinking about what it is that I want for the future. It's not bad, but he is spending time thinking about things or putting energy into his feelings and thoughts, which is not a bad thing. But the energy around the situation isn't great. I got to be honest. Adriana, is he thinking? Then on coming back. Okay, let's see. Yeah, and it all could happen very quickly, very fast. Moon, general for the week. Got good karma coming in. You also have love coming in, or it could be good karma coming in around love. They could be two separate things. You may be going on a trip to water, by water, or around water, or you could be leaving one thing for greener pastures. I don't know where, this is general, so it's kind of hard to say. But by the end of the week, you should be feeling like you can breathe a sigh of relief. You made it to the top of the mountain. You can exhale. Adriana, why am I going to leave him better as a friend? You may be on the fence about this situation. You may feel like on one hand that it's meant to be and that things could move forward really quickly. And it may be romantic at first. But then You may feel like it's not all it was cracked up to be, and that you guys don't really connect on that level. And there may be a passion around that comes in from someone else. You know, a lot of times, I hate to say it, but it happens really frequently. You're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to come back or someone to call, or, you know, for a relationship to move forward. And then when it actually happens, it's really not that great. And then, or it's that, or the person comes back after you've already emotionally moved on and something else comes in, it takes its place. Oftentimes that I found, like, we can get really stuck on one person. I feel like women do it more than men. There are men that it happens to, absolutely, but, and it's like, for some reason, it's like they're the only person in the whole world. And, you know, we feel like, oh, well, I'll never meet anyone else like that again. And that's not true. It just feels like that at the moment. But I think that, and I say this all the time, that when somebody else shows up that shows interest, that's attractive, life moves forward. You know, most people don't say, no, I'm going to wait around and hope that one day so-and-so calls. Most of the time, somebody else attractive comes in, they're showing interest, it starts off fun, the person moves on. And it's very few cases do I see somebody turn around and go back. Most of the time, they're like, sorry. Miss Ronnie, what's going on with the Sag? He's feeling a little disappointed about something. A little stabbed in the back and a little bit unlucky. But that's all going to change coming up. He's going to be all right. I don't know. Something may have just knocked him down like a couple of notches. Little disappointment around him. AJ, what does my higher self want me to do about baby daddy? I don't think that you really have to do anything. I mean, the only thing that it suggests is to really think about what it is that you want. Turn in and really think about what it is that you want. Like, it could be the kind of thing like be grateful for unanswered prayers is possible. And the only reason why I say that is because he comes in out of the blue, somebody from your past, you have luck and you have a reconnection, but there may be something missing. You might feel like something is missing. So I don't think you have to do anything. I think he's coming back. Adriana, does he think I already forgot him? Yeah, he does. Cat, how will things turn out if I give them a second chance? All right, use your intuition. With a little bit of perseverance, you could make it to the top of the mountain, and you guys may connect on a spiritual level. It might not be such a bad idea to give them a second chance. Adriana, by when do you see me having a marriage proposal? If I pick the nine of spades again, I'm telling you right now. It would be in August, not of this year, but the year it happens, it will be in August, or it should be in the summertime. It might not be for a couple of years yet, maybe 2 years. Capricorn, general for the rest of the week. Okay, there may be a disappointment around you. Be careful that if you get into it with someone, that person might be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that you don't let the cat out of the bag or say something you can't take back or do something that you can't take back. Fool in reverse is a danger of like letting all the toothpaste out of the tube. You can't get it back in. So be careful with that. I don't know if you're dating anyone right now, but if you are, there could be a little bit of bumps in the road there, but you would be able to get over them fast. There could be an argument. That may be who the argument is with. But you get through it fast. Just watch out with the fool in reverse. You know, will be the kind of thing that you don't want to say something that you're going to regret later on. Jelena. Will I get my apartment by January? It's in construction. Okay. Yeah, I think you should have it by January or in January. Sandy, what can I expect in the near future? You're about to embark on a personal transformation. Personal transformation that brings in a lot of strength. You also may be paying off a debt or a loan that's been hanging over your head that makes you feel great relief. You're going to have some choices coming up in the near future. If you're not with anybody right now, you also have a love relationship coming in that will be soulmate. And there's a lot of success around this situation. Jelena, general reading for the upcoming months. You're feeling very prepared for new opportunities. You have new opportunities coming in. Feeling a little bit more balanced. An offer that you're not going to be able to refuse. Feeling like the world is at your feet. If you're not with anyone right now, you have an air sign coming in. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that can be transforming. Your whole life starts to transform with the death card. Things don't stay the same. They change for the better. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back. And the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility, children should you want them. Be careful if you don't. If you are with somebody, it's a positive omen for your current relationship. Priscilla, general reading on Antonio Capricorn. Okay, well, here he is. So we know he showed up. We know we're talking about him. He may be feeling a little bit more balance coming up in the near future, which may be good. It may make him a little bit more responsible. He does come off as very argumentative these days and like he's holding himself back. There is a wound here around the situation. I don't know if he's hurt you, you've hurt him, or he's getting over a wound, but there's a wound here. Moving forward, he's got some regret around him, feeling like that he's got no luck or his wishes are not coming true. And then finally, what's going on around him is he's leaving something behind for greener pastures. And now it could be anything. It's not a lot of love shit going on here in this reading. So it could be a job, it could be a house, it could be changing homes, anything. Leaving something for greener pastures, maybe changing apartments, whatever it is. He looks like he's got a lot of growing up to do. Like he's got a lot of issues that he's not addressing at this point. He might, though, once he starts to feel a little bit more respected. That may kind of, you know, get his ball rolling. Asia, general reading. You have a wish, put that out into the universe. The Justice card is here, which means that you either have good karma coming in or you're coming into balance. It's positive. It's positive. It also could be a Libra showing up, but either way, it's a positive omen. Balance, patience, compassion, serenity comes in. Possibly a new job opportunity or a new business opportunity or an idea. comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. And you may be feeling like you have decisions to make. You're going to have a lot of choices moving forward. You're going to also be perseverant. Passion comes in around a love relationship. If you're not with anyone right now, it will be a new relationship. If you are with someone right now, current relationship moves forward or rekindles. Dej, do I know my future husband? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I'm not convinced. AJ, general for the week. Okay, look out for a little argument with somebody. You may feel like you're pulling away from that person or backing away from them because they just might be on your last nerve. You may be taking some time for yourself, rest, relaxation, maybe going for a massage, something of that nature, not a bad thing. You also might be working hard in a new business opportunity, or you may have a new business idea. Even if you don't get it off the ground right away, it may be something that you're thinking about doing in the future that can bring in a lot of money at some point. Like you may get the idea this week. Watch out with the Emperor in reverse that somebody's not trying to be very controlling or manipulating. Julie, does Rich love me? Is he a jealous man? He doesn't show any jealousy. Okay. Does Rich love me? Yeah, he does. Yep. Is he a jealous man? No, he's not really the jealous type, which is a good thing. Jealousy is ugly. It's really ugly. Dej, general. Feeling grounded and stable, that usually has to do with a work relationship. There also, this may be work that we're talking about here. There also is a lot of happiness and success coming in around work or whatever it is you do all day. If you go to school all day, it would be success and happiness around that. There's also good karma coming in. You have a wish, put that out into the universe. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, cutting through bullshit, stepping into your own power and not taking any crap from anyone. Not a bad thing. Adriana, will I be with him and then someone else enters? Yep, 70% chance yes, and then you're going to have choices. Capricorn, will N put any effort in me, and if so, when? I'm only getting a 33% chance. I'm actually getting that he could be very disappointing. If you're going to get, if he's going to start to put energy in, it may not be until the winter. You could get frustrated with him pretty quickly. Kat, is he waiting for me? Yes, 33% chance he's waiting for you. Dej, what does my higher self want me to know? What does my higher self want me to know? You're moving on to greener pastures. You're leaving regret behind. There's going to be an offer placed in front of you that you're not going to be able to refuse. If you don't already have one, there's going to be a spiritual practice that you should stumble on, or it may not even be something you go looking for. You just happen to find it that you get a lot out of. And you are also going to have a lot of choices around you coming up in the next couple of months. Adriana, will G just reach out, or when we see each other again due to work? Okay. Will G just reach out? I know, I think it's going to be when you go back to work. Kat, what does he want to tell me? He may say that he's got, all right, the Queen of Wands is sharp. It's sharp energy, so it's not usually pleasant. It's rough. And it may have something to do with money. He may be frustrated with money. He may be needing money. He may be looking for money. I don't know. Whatever it is, there's a strain around money. And the Queen of Swords would be like, if he told you, it wouldn't be the nicest conversation. Queen of Swords is not nice energy. It's like bitchy or snapping. Maybe that's why he doesn't say anything. Shan Mona, is SB in a romantic emotional relationship with someone else? 70% chance, yes, there is somebody else around this person. Adriana, what changed in his mind and that he didn't want to come back, and now his energy shifted since that dream? Well, you know how it is with emotions. It's like your emotions change and fluctuate from day to day. Like even somebody who you may be really in love with, some days you're a little more in love with them, other days you're not so much. You know, it's like I can eat pizza every day. I'm not real crazy for Chinese food, but every now and again I really crave Chinese food, you know? So it's kind of, it's similar with tarot cards. Like somebody can come up like, for like weeks at a time feeling like resistant to something, and then all of a sudden one day they change because people's emotions change. And sometimes people swear up and down, oh, I'll never be with him again, I'll never, you know, I'm not going to go back, I'm not going to ba. You hear it all, and then all of a sudden the person shows up and they go back with them. Things change, things shift, and then there's also planetary influences and free will, and there's all kinds of crap that influences things. But yeah, his energy has shifted, and it could shift again and then again. You know, that's just normal. Sometimes you feel like this, sometimes you feel like that. It's normal. That's why the woman that well, I still see her, but she used to say, when we used to go and have readings done frequently, she used to say not to sit around and analyze the readings. And of course, that's what we used to do. We used to sit in the car, and it was back when cars had cassettes in them, you know, and we would listen to the tape and literally analyze everything that she was saying. And she would be like, it's not going to make sense until after you live it. And sometimes, like, she would say, like I told you guys that when my friend, she like threw her out. She was like, no, you just had a reading, you don't need another one, I have nothing else to say to you. And my friend was like desperate. She was like, no, I need I need a reading, I'm a paying customer, I made an appointment. So she gave her another reading. And I feel like I feel the way she does, like, because she'll say, she's like, I won't turn people away because sometimes they just need it, like they just need to talk to someone. And I agree with that, because I've also been in this situation where I'm like, oh my God, can you see me right now? I need to talk to you. But that's the thing, like the urgency of the situation is the urgency in that moment. Chances are that's going to change because everything changes. So, and you know, it's like you could go in on Tuesday and be feeling like your whole world fell apart, and then by Wednesday things can be fine again. So, you know, we're human. That's what happens. Mariana, general for love in July. The love cup here may be running out at the beginning of July, but that may change quickly. You might be feeling like you have the world at your feet. When you put a wish out into the universe, you got somebody that comes in that treats you really well. This person may be somebody who works very hard and they're very well prepared. They may be, well, you got a couple of people around you. So you have, the Knight of Cups could be a new love interest. It also could be someone that you're already with or somebody who's been around the picture, but it's usually like something that takes a romantic turn, put it that way. You have an air sign around you, a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have a Cancer. Sweet thing. Kenneth told me he was getting himself together for us during our break apart. Was he truthful? More or less, yeah. He's trying. Kira, general. Be careful that you're not holding yourself back, because it could delay your own happiness. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, sticking up for yourself takes you places. You may be spending time with a Virgo coming in. Listen to your intuition. Life moves forward quickly. There's also an Aries around you. There also could be growth and transformation around the love relationship. The transformation card could also be you personally transforming and growing. Either way, transformation is a good thing. Kira, does Leroy's mom know that I moved in? And if so, what are her thoughts? I don't think she knows yet. Nope, I don't think that she knows. Not yet. Adriana, when am I starting a relationship? It could be sometime this fall. Sometime this fall. Maybe later in the fall, closer to the winter. Kira, did Leroy get any chicks' numbers at his brother's event? No. Nope. Kat, how does his family feel about me? Feels good about you. They like you a lot. You got the Magician and the Judgment card, which is like feeling meant to be, feeling magical, feeling like there's a lot of room for growth. They feel positive. I mean, once again, when we talk about family, there's a lot of people. There could be someone that disagrees. There could be someone that puts their 2 cents in, because there always is someone. But overall, they think that you're a good fit. Sweet thing. How does my ex Libra feel about me? Thinks that you're attractive, hardworking, kind, peaceful, serene, easy to get along with, very attractive. They're very attracted to you. Happy, spontaneous, carefree, passionate. Coco, how will mine and Kay's first conversation go? Good. It's going to be spontaneous, but there's good luck around it. It'll go well. You know, it may go better than the average first phone call or first conversation. AJ, current energy around me and Marcus and Nicole's relationship. Current energy around Marcus and Nicole's relationship. Somebody's getting hurt. Someone's getting cut. Somebody here just taking it. They could get past it, whatever it is that happens here, but it's going to be tough. Yeah, the energy is cutting. Kira, when will I start school? It's possible that you start in August. If those schools are going back at the end of August, you could be, yeah, could be this August. Well, even if they don't go back, you could do them online or distance or whatever. All right, I'm going back up to the top. Malika, when I spend time with Michael, he always is mostly quiet. What conversation does he want to talk about, but doesn't initiate? Undecided. He doesn't know what to talk about. He just likes spending time with you, the lover's card. Some people aren't talkers. You don't have to keep the conversation up. You can just kind of be together, and that's successful enough. You don't have to overthink it. You know, things come up naturally. You know, whatever it is that you're doing, what's on TV, what's the weather like, you know, small talk. I think that small talk can lead into deeper conversations, but it doesn't have to. Sometimes people just are not much talkers. You know the guy that I always talk about that I worked with for so long at the store, we used to always have dinner together? I was always complaining about my problems, always. You know, with this, that, and the next thing. And I said to him once, you don't ever talk about your problems. He's like, no, because I don't feel like talking about them makes them any better. And he's like, and I just don't want to hear myself, you know. I just don't want to think about it. Excuse me. So I totally understood what he said, what he meant at that point, like when he said that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I get that. Anyway, he just might not be much of a talker, but that's okay. Kira, how does my male best friend Miles feel about me? He thinks you're pretty wonderful. He thinks that you're lucky. He thinks that you're kind, attractive, caring, loyal. He's a good friend. He definitely thinks highly of you. Goddess, general for the first week of July. Could have a love connection coming in, possibly with the Sagittarius. You may feel a little bit of anxiety around this person. You also have a Capricorn coming in, and a wish, put that out into the universe. You also may be feeling much more respected around work, or a business opportunity comes in that brings in happiness. So possibility of a Sag or a Capricorn showing up. You know, it's hard, though, to lock that into the first week of July. It may take a little bit longer than that. Sweet thing. Cat. What does he think I'm doing? I don't know what he thinks. It shows here. You all right, Dylan? What are we doing? Go ahead, lay down. Lay down. Oh my God, he's so cute. He's laying, look at him. Do you see him? Look at how close he is laying to her. Oh my God, I love him. Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to try to get a picture with this phone. Because he's just, he loves her. Okay. So, he doesn't really know what you're doing. Like, I mean, it's kind of hard from this question. Like, what does he think you're doing right now? What does he think you're doing with your life? What does he think you're doing with your hair? You know, like there's a lot of different ways this question can go. But what it shows here is that he feels like things are very slow moving. He has a lot of strength around him, but he feels like things are also a little bit unbalanced. So he may think that you're either busy doing other things or you don't have time for him, or you have other things that are a priority. Adriana, what's coming in for me at work? There is chance of there is possibility of promotion, and it could be something that comes in out of the blue. It may be a job may open or something that you apply for that just kind of resonates with you more, and I think the money may be better too. Miss Ronnie, should I continue course? Feeling discouraged. Should I continue course? If this here is showing you're walking away from it, okay? But I don't want to tell you to not continue. I don't think you're going to continue, but I want to tell you not to give up on it. I just want to tell you to stick it out a little bit longer. Let me just do something else. Hang on. I mean, it does show that it may be a long and winding road for you. It may be a little overwhelming. But there could also bring instability, and it could be like a new journey. I don't want to tell you to give up on it, but I have a funny feeling that you will. And if that's what's best, that's what's best. You know what I mean? Like sometimes maybe the timing's just not there right now. I mean, you know, being discouraged is, you know, it could be a fleeting moment. I hope that you decide not to walk away from it, because especially if you're far into it. I don't know how far into it you are, but I just don't want to tell you to give it up. That 8 of Cups is screwing me up. Kira, what can I expect for my life in July? Intuition is heightened. You also may be feeling like you're settling in nicely, feeling lucky, like life has changed quickly for the better. You also in July could be paying off a debt or some kind of a financial issue that's been weighing on you. You may take care of it, clear it up in July. Anthony, I sent a birthday card to the Cancer girl. Will she open it and like it? I think that's nice. Yeah, she will. 70% chance she will. And then the Knight of the King of Pentacles is a grounded energy. It's down to earth. She should like it. She should be appreciative of it. Kira, how would I feel if I go to Leroy's cousin's wedding? I'm kind of on the fence with it. It shows the Ten of Cups, which is in reverse. And Magician is in reverse. I don't know. It might not that be that great of a time. It looks like it could be disappointing. You know, it's like when it comes to weddings, like it could cost you a lot of money to go to a wedding. You got to get an outfit. You got to give a gift. You got to take off of work. You know, my mom's side has a lot of cousins. And they're her cousins, but like they're like my age because my mom was one of the oldest cousins. You know, my grandfather had 10 brothers and sisters. Well, there were 9 boys and 1 girl. And there was a time when they started getting married that my mom was invited because like generationally, that my mom was their cousin. But after my mom died, they would invite us because she wasn't there. And I couldn't keep up with going to all these weddings because I went to one. But then it's like they all started getting married and it was just too expensive. And it kind of looks like with this wedding, it would be somewhat of a disappointment. Like, I don't think it would be that anything like bad happens to you. It just like maybe like not that great. Adriana, is the new job with the company, is that a new job within the company and when? Okay. Yes, it could be within the company. And it could be sometime this fall. Kira, update on Steve's feeling about Father's Day. He never texted back. I'm surprised because the cards suggested, the cards always suggest that he thinks highly of you. So we got slow moving and we've got transformation. Maybe he's going through something personal right now. He could possibly be a little bit undecided, but I can't understand why he didn't reach back out when it always shows that he feels positively for you or he wishes that things could have been different. So I'm not really sure why he's not answering you back, unless he's just undecided. Or he's going through something bizarre and he doesn't feel like talking. Which even still, I don't understand why he would ignore you. All right, let me go back up sometime. Are you sleeping or you're awake? Oh, you're awake and you're crying? All right, there's no need to cry. Beyond, love reading for July. Will I meet anyone? Yes, you got an air sign coming in. Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. Maybe an Aquarius. There's an Aquarius coming in. All right, babe. All right. All right, I'm coming to get you. Oh my God, you got real tears. Real tears. Okay. Are you a little cranky? I see. Oh my God, why are we crying? You want Binky? She doesn't want this thing. Oh, maybe he's still tired. Okay. All right. Oh, baby, why are you crying? Kira, general for next week. Here. You may feel like life moves forward slow next week, chariot in reverse. But yeah, but you have some choices next week. You have passion coming in, feeling very grounded when it comes to work. Okay, so the beginning of the week starts off very slow. Towards the end of the week, things pick up. Things start to move forward quickly, and then you have personal transformation coming in, or something around you evolves that's important. Maybe something that you've been working on moves forward. Whatever it is, it's transformation for the greater good. Death card is usually a personal transformation of some type that starts, it takes time, but it may be starting next week. Oh, I missed Sweet Thing. Okay. How will my love life be within the next 3 months? All right, we got it. You don't want it? What? All right. You might feel within the next 3 months that all the hard work you've put out into the universe is finally coming back to you. You got good karma coming in. You also have the 10 of Cups, which is happiness on all levels. You have a soulmate relationship coming in, and you have a couple of different people around you. A Libra, a Gemini, and an Aries. You may be undecided as to which one you settle on, but they all have a lot of respect for you. And you have a lot of strength. You're calling the shots moving forward, which is a really good thing. Calling the shots. Lots of opportunity. All right, Kira, how does Leroy feel about our relationship? He feels like it's growing. He feels like there's almost like you guys have just begun a new journey. Feels like the world is at his feet. Feels like things changed for the better quickly. He feels good. Things are good. What? What do you want? What do you want? You want your chewy thing? Do you want this? Sully the green monkey and the cactus? No? I mean, she ate like a full bottle just before I came on. I can't imagine she's hungry again, but maybe she is. Adriana, is he thinking on how to approach me or something? I don't think he's thinking about it. I think that when he does it or when it happens, it's very spur of the moment and he acts on impulse. I mean, that may be better than him overthinking things. Let me get her a bottle. Let me get you a bottle. Come on, let's see. Maybe your belly's empty. Here. Oh, a messy kitchen that I need to clean. Is that right? Messy kitchen that I need to clean. Is this what you need? Oh. All right. Oh, no. We're not going to cry like that. All right, let's make sure this is... Oh my goodness, I can't believe that that you're going to drink another bottle. You literally just ate. All right, well, God bless you. There you go, you monkey. Uh-oh. Don't let it fall. You can hold it. I know you can hold it. You don't want to hold it? Let's scoot you down a little bit. There you go. That's it. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think he's going to act on spontaneity. You know, it's going to be the kind of thing where it's impulse, and it works out for him. Hey! All right, the weekday. Are the people from the past trying to come back? You got people from the past coming back, but once again, people from the past. Not everybody from your past is coming back, but there are people that are going to show up for sure, especially now while Mercury is retro. Kira, how does Dijon feel about me? He thinks that you have a big heart. Thinks that you're very intuitive, smart, intelligent, hardworking. You have a lot of potential. You're attractive, but sometimes you hold yourself back. A lot of potential, sometimes you hold yourself back, and that you have a lot of happiness around you, or you're naturally a happy person, and that you're a very hard worker. That comes up twice. Anna, will the job that laid me off offer me the job opening for the end of July? I'm only getting a 33% chance at this point the old job is going to hire you back, but that can change because we got a couple of weeks before the end of July. My friend and co-worker got an email in regards to it, but I didn't. I sent an email too, inquiring of it. Okay, let me ask again. As of now, I don't think that you will get it, but that could change. Maybe they haven't gotten to you yet, or they haven't picked everyone yet, but as of right now, it's pretty low. It's like 33%. It also could be that they don't hire you back by the end of July. Maybe they hire you back at the end of August. Emma, when M called me beautiful woman, and if it was a come on, does it mean he was interested? Well, he was just being flirty, like, yeah, I guess he was interested. It's like it was just like he was being flirty. Like he thought he was being cute. Yeah, I would say that he's interested, yeah. Or at least he's somewhat interested. Anna, she said it was a late email, so she'll have to respond in the morning. Will they have chosen all the people, or is there still hope for me? Oh, baby, what happened? I know the other bottle's easier for you to hold. Is that what the case is? There is still hope for you. Yeah, Judgment card is here. You could have divine intervention helping you out here. Yeah, there's hope. Adriana. I don't see it yet. Weekday, no, I didn't ask about Sam. And I don't remember asking about Sam. What was the question? Adriana, is my coworker going to get angry if I apply to that new job? I promised to stay there at least 2 years. Yeah, there's going to be a little anger there. But, you got to do what's best for you. Yeah, I mean, they may be angry at you, but you have to do what's best for you. Araceli, does my Uncle D have the virus? I get a 33% chance, yes. That's pretty low. I hope that he gets checked out regardless. I mean, you can't hurt to get checked just to make sure. But no, I don't think so. Or I'm not convinced of it yet. Sugar and spice. Channel messages from my divine masculine. I don't channel, and I don't really know like this divine masculine. I don't do that kind of thing. So if you want to ask a different question. Anna, how is Christopher feeling towards me romantically today? He's got a little anxiety, and the devil is here. There may be anxiety and tension around the situation today. 5 of Cups, it could be a little bit of regret or feeling a little bit pessimistic today. Norman, will Jared the Taurus and I reconcile our connection, or is it over for good? Okay, will the Taurus and Sagittarius reconcile again? Yeah, I think you're going to reconcile. You have good karma. I think you're going to reconcile. Weekday, I had a question about Sam. Oh no, I didn't answer it. What was the question? I don't remember answering any questions about any Sam, so I'm pretty sure I didn't. Why is Sam stalking my page? Everybody stalks these days. Everybody does. Yeah, well, he wants to know what's going on. He's nosy, and he feels like things are moving forward slowly, and he's just, that's what people do. I don't know how else to say it. Like, and he's perseverant, so he's not going to stop. People are like that. It's like they think that they're going to find out something. People don't seem to understand that people do not put up things that they don't want you to know. People put up things they want you to believe. And for some reason, he's into stalking. He wants to know what's going on. I'm telling you. I mean, I'm telling you, social media is orchestrated by the devil. It is the worst thing that's ever happened to the human race. The worst thing. It is so bad. Sugar and spice. How soon will my soulmate husband and I meet? It's possible next spring. Between February and the end of next spring. So like from February to like the end of May, you should meet. Little Pow, what's coming towards me and Michael's situation? There's anxiety and heartbreak around this situation. I don't know what's going on, but that's going to move into the past. Then you guys reconnect, and there's more balance. So you may go through some kind of bullshit, and it takes you to a better place, but you got to go through that bullshit first. I'm so tired of that. I got to tell you the truth. I am so tired of bullshit. But that's what comes up. Um, Little pal, why hasn't my friend Brandon reached out? Oh boy, he's got a lot of shit going on. Feeling unbalanced, ungrounded, a little bit upside down, and possibly hard at work. Just got a lot of shit going on. Adriana. Will she approve to let me apply to another job? What's she gonna think? I wonder if she tries to do some kind of a counter offer, or she tries to offer you something else. I don't know if she can, if she's got that kind of power, but she may try to do something to convince you to stay, and that could change the playing field. We got to see what happens. If you mention it to her, kind of feel her out and see what, she may come back with, maybe I can give you this, that, and the next thing. And then that may change the way you feel. Yeah, you see, like this, this is what I mean. Like with everybody gets caught up on the well, the person read it but they didn't respond, and or like the blocking and unblocking, which to me is like it's so childish, but I look, sometimes you need to do it. If somebody is harassing you, and I recently had a situation where somebody was calling me relentlessly, and it's like, I use my phone, okay? Like, I'm using my phone right now. Like, I can't have you calling me psycho because you got a fucking bug up your ass. That's your problem, not mine. So I had to block this person. But I want this person blocked. All this like blocking and unblocking, and I'm going to tell him this so that he thinks that, and I'm going to ask him this question so that he knows that I mean this, and it's a whole lot of like fuzzy shit. And then people that I'm going to put up a picture with me and so-and-so's, and what did he think of the picture, and what did he think? Like it's so much madness. I think what it comes down to a lot of times when people leave things unread, I've been guilty of it myself, where they're in the middle of doing something, like if I'm sending a text message, most likely I'm sitting down here and I'm doing it, right? But the person receiving it may be bagging their groceries at the fucking ShopRite, and they read it, put the phone down, finish what they're doing, and they forget. I've done it myself, and it's so funny because, and like we're like, well, why didn't he answer? It's been 3 minutes. Like, really? He read it. Why didn't he answer? And then if you see the little bubbles pop up and then it goes away, you're like, ah! Meanwhile, it's like there's too much that's riding on like just as a society, as human beings, we're humans, we're animals, we're pack animals. We should be communicating with people face to face. We should be spending time with people face to face. That's what we should be doing. But we've taken everything and made it into a phony cyber world where the real things aren't happening. It's like I'm putting up a picture so that he thinks that I'm out with Tom tonight, when meanwhile the picture was taken 20 years ago. Like people are doing this. And then I'll have some like detective is like, well, he's got an earring in his left ear in that picture, and there's leaves on the trees, and that car, was totaled 3 days ago. I mean, and I'm like, oh my God, like it's just a picture. But people do this. What the scary part about it is that all of this negativity and all of this thoughts go out into the universe and they start to manifest. So, and we all do it. Everybody has been guilty of it. There is no one that hasn't. I mean, like, we all do it. But we have to figure out a way where we can stop being so focused on, like, the constant communication and the social media bullshit. And like for me, I'm very real. Like, I'm not going to put up something like to make you think something else, because I don't like to live in fantasy land, and I don't like I don't want somebody else, like, what am I trying to prove to somebody? I know what the truth is. You know, like, you got good times and bad times. We're human. Like, that's just how it is. But it's just like, I wish that we could put more personal contact in, you know what I mean? Like, less communication through cell phones and social media and more personal time. Of course, we're in the middle of a pandemic and that's a little hard, but you know what I mean. Anyhow. But it does. That's a real quick way to drive somebody fucking ape shit, is to leave them on red and not answer them. Miss Ronnie, I bought a road opener candle. Will it work? They usually work pretty good. Oh, yeah. You're going to have a transformation coming in. Sweet thing, do you see an easy path for me to open up my daycare? Yeah, I think it's going to be relatively easy. There's always going to be something that's a pain in the ass or hard to get a permit or whatever you got to do, but relatively easy. Sweet thing, recently I had a ritual done. Do you see success? Mm-hmm. Yep, 70%. It may take a little bit longer. It might not happen right away, but yeah. Oh my God, I know, that drives me crazy. Yeah, you wait. Oh my God, Norman, I feel it. I totally get it. My dad does it sometimes to me, and I'm like, can you answer? Oh my God. Well, this is what they say about the wishy-washy people, right? Like the people that are like run hot and cold. And I don't know how much I believe this, but this is what I've been taught. That when people are responding hot and cold, that is a response to the energy we've put out into the universe. So for example, and I can understand it with myself over the years because I can be hot and cold. Like some days I could feel like very positive about life and other days I can feel very negative. So I can kind of understand when that reflects back. And then there's always like a lag time, right? So if somebody is reflecting back to you hot and cold, it might not be like today you may be feeling like the relationship is great. And then all of a sudden it's like, why haven't I heard from him? But it was like maybe a week ago that you were feeling negativity and that's what went out. And you know, we're humans. It's really hard to stay positive all the time when we live in this kind of a shit show. But that's what they say, that you're going to reflect back, it doesn't happen immediately. So if your intentions are like being frustrated or there's frustration or why didn't he call or why am I waiting, all of that goes out into the universe and then comes back to us. But I can understand the frustration because it's like, what the fuck? How come you haven't answered me in 5 days? Like, what are you doing? I totally get it. But if you can work on how you feel, like I always say, it comes back to us. So why does it bother you? Like getting to the root of the issue. Why does it bother you that he hasn't responded? Because it has to bring up something. Either it brings up that you're not worthy, or it brings up that somebody else is more important, or like whatever. It always comes back to us. I had a conversation with a client the other day where it was jealousy, right? She was jealous of someone. And I was like, why? I said to her, I go, you have no reason to be jealous of this woman. What is it that bothers you about the situation? And like everything that she was saying, well, he married her, or he went there with her, or, does he like me more? And all of the questions I knew were really a self-worth thing. You could tell by the way she was asking. And I was like, what is the real issue here? Like, what lies beneath that? Because you have no reason. He's given you no reason to make you think he wants to be with her and not with you. So what's it? And she's like, well, I guess I'm jealous. And I'm like, okay, now that you said it, now we can move past it. But everything always comes back to, like, what is it about the situation well, I want him to like me more than her. But you can't weigh. Like, I can't say, oh, I like him more than her, or she likes him. Like, you can't, there's no way to measure it. Like, people love to the capacity that they're able to love. Some people can love hard. Some people are not capable of that. Um, so I can't weigh, does he love me more than he loved her back in 1985? I don't know. What difference does it make now? But so it comes back to us. So what is it about the situation that bothers you? Because what is it bringing up? It's bringing up something. That's the issue. It's not that he didn't respond. It's the issue that lies underneath it. Because, and they teach us in yoga that we're supposed to be detached. Nothing anybody does is supposed to affect us. Meanwhile, every one of us is running around like, when is he going to call? When is he going to talk? When am I going to get a commitment? When are things going to move forward? Everyone does it. Everybody. Everyone on this planet. Some people do it more than others, but we're all coming from the same place because we're all the same. But, you know, learning those things can be really helpful in dealing with our own, you know, sometimes like a lot of crazy madness. And let me tell you, I've been there. Um, Adriana, when am I going back to the office? I don't know what's going on here with this thing. I really don't. Is it possible that you can go back as soon as 2 months? I'm getting 2 around it. It's just that everything, it seems like you can't get a straight answer from anybody. Gem 1111, General. You have strength coming in around you. You also have somebody from your past returning. You may have a love relationship coming in if you're not with anyone right now. This person could be a Sagittarius that enters. That would be very hardworking. They would be a whole lot of fun. You also have a wish. Put that out into the universe. Ruchi Kumari, does Shivam chat with Shivani nowadays? Yes or no? I think so, yeah. Yeah. Anjali, when will I get a job and will I be happy there? You could get a job sometime this summer, could be coming in. Yes, you will be happy there. Yep, 3 aces. Nice. Love. Love 44. Will S reach out to me within a week? Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're coming up here as a slow mover, but 70% chance you hear from them within a week. Speaking. How does Marquisha feel about me and Kenneth's relationship? I'm not getting that she feels jealous, which is surprising because I thought that that was going to come up. But I get that she feels unlucky and like she doesn't have a lot of control and she wants control. Like the Emperor would be like she's trying to control the situation, but she just can't. And she feels like she's holding herself back, or she just can't get, like she's trying to get her hands in it and it's just not working for her. But she's not coming up as being jealous. More of like, I'm trying to be controlling and it's not happening for her. So I don't know what that's all about. Lulu. Will I be able to go to Juilliard University? Oh, that's a really hard school to get into. Really hard. All right, let's see. As of right now, I'm only getting a 33% chance with one ace that you're going to get in. But I would give it a shot and not give up. If that's something that you really want, I would do what I can to try to get in there. But that's tough. It's tough. It's tough. Jelena, when will I meet my future husband? What is he like? It's possible that you meet him sometime this winter coming up, like 6 months from now, the diamonds. Winter time. Let's see what he's like. He could be a Libra. He's very down to earth. He might have some money, pretty well off. He's attractive, spontaneous, intelligent, spiritually connected, or religious, one of the two. Loving, kind, lucky, passionate, happy, easygoing. Sometimes he may suffer from a little anxiety. He's a good guy. He may even have a good job. He could be like prominent, like a boss or something like that. I don't know why foreman comes up. I don't know if he maybe manages men that work, something like that, but Adriana, how is it going to be once I return to the office? It's going to take a bit to get back into the swing of things. I'm not going to lie about that. But after a couple of weeks, you kind of pick up right where you left off. But it may be a little rough getting back in. Plus, when you go back in, things may not be totally normal yet. You might have to do bizarre things, you know, like in order to work there. It's all right. I mean, eventually this shit's gotta pass. Anna, should I worry about work status after the end of July? No, I think you're going to get something. Anjali, has AJ started to love me or just like or care? He cares about you very much. I can't say he's totally in love with you yet, but he's got feelings. Yeah, I mean, there's feelings. Stars, yeah, you can close the chat. Thank you. Adriana, what's he feeling for me currently? He's feeling like he may feel like he's got his work cut out for him. He also feels that you are hardworking, attractive, down to earth, passionate, intuitive. spiritually connected, or maybe you have a religion that you follow, something where he may feel like you're a person of faith. He also thinks that you have a way with words. You know how to express yourself without being nasty, but you get your point across. He thinks that you're successful and attractive. Cat, if I give him a second chance, will I have the upper hand? No. No, but you can't really look at things like that, because it's like a relationship's a two-way street and you want to keep things balanced. So it's like, you know, things tend to go like this, right? Like in a normal relationship. Somebody always does a little bit more than the other, but it kind of stays in balance. People that are like running after somebody, like texting 75 times a day and the person's not answering them, that relationship goes like this, right? So there's a lot of distance. You want to try to make it happen like this. So there is really no upper hand. Like, you can't take somebody back or get back into a relationship and then beat them up about it. Like, you have to work on the relationship together. Otherwise, it's going to be, it's not gonna work. You can't go back into a situation. If somebody that chooses to go back with somebody, you can't take the past with you forward. If, you know, this person lied to me, cheated on me, did me wrong, dumped me, and then they come back and you've been waiting for them to come back and now they're back, and then you're moving forward and you're like, yeah, but you lied to me, you cheated on me, you're going to do this for me now. That's not, you know, like, you can't take the past forward. You have to start fresh. Otherwise, it's not going to work. You're going to repeat the same situation because you're harping on the past. So that goes out into the universe, and that's what we recreate. So you can't kind of look at it like that. Like, a relationship takes two people. If you think that you're going to be more controlling than he is, or you're going to come in with the attitude of like, well, I'm allowing you to come back into my life, so I'm going to control things, it's not going to work. It may work for a little while, but sooner or later, no, it's not going to work. Love, when will I become pregnant? It's possible sometime next summer. Yeah, next summer. Anna, how is the two Pisces men feeling about me now? They both may be feeling like they have a long road ahead of them. And maybe a little bit of disappointment. There's a little bit of disappointment. One may come forward with a little bit more effort than the other one. But it looks like both of these men think that they either screwed things up or they're not showing a lot of effort at this point. You know what? Tomorrow, I don't know what time I'm going to be on because I have several different things to do throughout the day. I may not be able to get back on until like later, like 9:30. I'm going to try to come on earlier than that. Maybe I can get on early. I have a phone appointment at 10:30, so I may be able to do something before that. But I wouldn't be able to stay on for that long. But that, you know, whatever I can do, and then I'll come back on later that night. I'll try to get on tomorrow morning at like 9:30. We'll see. Okay, super chats are done. So I will answer for some other people while I wait for the moderators. Anukriti, H's current intentions for me. He's a little undecided these days. However, he comes forward with balance, patience, compassion, and things move forward quickly. He doesn't have a plan, though. He doesn't know. He's just going to wing it. Now, when will AB this Sagittarius contact me? It's possible sometime like within the next couple of weeks. Cinnamon, when W reconciles with me. It could be in as soon as 11 days. Or around 11 days to 2 weeks. It should be soon. Vanita. What does the Libra Christopher think of me? Okay, what does Libra think? Thinks that you're well-grounded, down-to-earth, loving, and kind. Thinks that you're easygoing, intuitive, lucky, attractive, loyal, strong, and happy. Nana, general. Intuition is heightened and your life starts to move forward pretty quickly. Can change for the better even overnight when you decide to leave things behind that no longer work for you and move on to greener pastures. Sagittarius may be coming in, or someone who's adventurous and they're a lot of fun. Plus, you've got success coming in around a love relationship. If you're not with anyone right now, Sagittarius comes in. If you are with someone right now, current relationship can move forward nicely. Malapale, will the Libra communicate with me? And if yes, when? Okay. Yeah, there's going to be communication that comes in from the Libra. Sometime this summer. Clubs. Ace of clubs. Clubs anytime this summer. Ace is usually the beginning of July, beginning of August. Even the beginning of September is possible. Okay, Mel. Does see the Pisces significant other know that he cheats on her? Just curious. You'd be amazed at how many women know and they don't care. And I'm like to me, I'm like, that's a fucking deal breaker, but yeah, she knows. She knows. Yeah, I'm amazed. But, you know, it just goes along with the rest of the fake phony life. They don't really care. Who is it, a wife, a girlfriend? She probably doesn't even care. You know, it's probably more about the show, that she has someone, that he loves her so much, that, you know, she's the luckiest person in the world. And meanwhile, she doesn't really care what he does because she probably doesn't really like him. I mean, I can't imagine being like head over heels madly in love with someone and knowing that that person is actively cheating on me and not caring. I just can't imagine that. I mean, I can imagine being like, well, I don't give a shit, do what you want as long as I don't have to come near you. And that's the only, you know what I mean? Like, I can't to me, that's something that is so hurtful. But, but you know what? It takes all kinds. Oh yeah, there's that. Yeah, yeah. But even still, I mean, you know, like, do you have any like respect for yourself? You know what I mean? I remember one time I watched this movie. I don't know why I watched it. It was really sad, and it was right after my mother died. But I watched it. Well, I don't remember the name of the movie, but it was with Meryl Streep, I believe it was, and Renee Zellweger. The mother was dying of cancer, and the daughter finds out that the father, like, they were a very well-to-do family in, I want to say, Connecticut, like very wealthy neighborhood, and she she finds out the father had had like a mistress throughout the marriage, and she wants to tell her mother, and like her mother's in the bed and she's really sick, and like, she doesn't have the heart to tell her, and like she's really angry because she wants to tell her but she just doesn't have the heart to, and she goes to turn around and walk out, and she and Meryl Streep says to her, don't you think that you're going to tell me something about your father that I don't already know? And it was like a heart-stopping moment, and she was like, your father's a good man, and he was always a good husband, and he was a good father. She knew. I mean, she knew. I mean, it was not a shock. She was like, she knew that that's what Renee's character was going to tell her. And I was like, hold, like, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. But I guess some people, like, you have this lifestyle, you want to keep up with it. You don't want to have to go to work and work 75 jobs to try to make ends meet. You know, you sacrifices, I guess, you have to make. I don't know. I don't get it. I would rather live in a cardboard box somewhere than live in a situation like that. But that's me. Doesn't make me right. Um, yeah, and you know, and especially these days, like, you know, you don't have to stay anymore. It's like our society has changed. You know, way back when people stayed together even when they were miserable, but now it's like life is too short for that. It's just, yeah, oh yeah, that's Dylan. Oh my God. All right. Well, I am going to go. I will be back tomorrow. All right. I'm going to hope to be back on tomorrow at, let's say, 9:30. If I can do it from 9:30 to 10:30 tomorrow, I'll be on. If I don't come on, then it may not be until 9:30 tomorrow night. But I'll put it in the community section so that this way you guys know. I think I put a sale up today. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was 4 questions for $21. Whatever it is, that sale will be good until, I'll leave it up until Friday, and then maybe I'll do a different one for the weekend. All right, that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye-bye.